Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I thought that I should bring you up to date with the new developments in the woke culture here in the United States of America. We are way ahead of the curve, and we hope that everyone will follow us, and if they don't, we're going to impose sanctions on them, and we're going to threaten them and blackmail them and hit them and change their regimes, and we do whatever we want because we can. All right, so let's get into this. I posted a video maybe 2 months ago about the same issue, but things change a little bit here. This article comes from Fox News, and it's from July 17th, 2022. Now, this is the title. New Jersey transgender woman transferred from women's only prison after impregnating 2 inmates, report says. Wait a second. New Jersey transgender woman transferred from a women's only prison after impregnating 2 inmates? How is that possible? God must have made a mistake somewhere. A transgender woman. What is that? There is a man with the gear who says he's a woman and all that, committed a crime, and because identified as a woman, was incarcerated with an all-women facility, prison, and then over there he found that he's got some loving to give. And there's some women who got some loving to receive for free. Oh my. All right, let's go. Demi Moore, I thought it was like, but it's Demi Minor or Minor, 27. That's Demi Minor. That's her name. The transgender woman was transferred last month from the Edna Mehan Correctional Facility in Clinton to Garden State Youth Correctional. My God, to youth facility now? To Youth Correctional Facility, a prison for young adult offenders. So they go from women, go to pedophilia now? What the heck is going on? Located in Burlington County, Dan Sperazza, a spokesman, he identifies as a man? A spokesman for the State Department of Corrections, the New Jersey said. Sperazza said Minor, who is serving a 30-year, he's got a lot of loving to give, a 30-year sentence for manslaughter. I don't think he gave that much loving then. Is currently the only woman incarcerated at the facility. Is only transgender woman or whatever, man, and was placed in a vulnerable unit. I thought he was talking about the transgender woman using he. He couldn't comment further on Minor's housing situation due to NJDOC's privacy policy, the paper reported. Now imagine that this adult woman, who identifies as a woman, transgender woman, he goes to a young adult offenders. So there's no minors. It was my bad. Young adult offender. Okay, let's go further. Minor move comes after the paper reported in April that Sperazza said it appeared 2 women. It appeared. It didn't appear. It appeared. Yeah, it's indeed. But that's how it appeared. It's not like it's appeared. It's like no. The guy, the transgender woman, has the gear. Seems like in April that Speranza said it appeared 2 women at Edna Mehan become pregnant after consensual sexual relationship with another incarcerated person. Why don't you say woman? Because it was about women here, right? Minor has since claimed in a July 15 post written on the website Justice for Demi. Write that down. Justice for Demi. DEMI. That correction officers beat her during her transfer. Accounting to reports. Was that in a that kind of beating, if you know what I mean, that leaves people pregnant? Anyway, the Department of Corrections told NewJersey.com that it is investigating but could not comment further. New Jersey DOC cannot comment on any active investigations. Correct. A statement read, the department has zero tolerance for abuse. What abuse are you talking about? The pregnancy? Or was consensual? Or about the beating alleged by Miss Demi Minor? And the safety and security of the incarcerated population and staff are of critical importance. Yes. Etna Mehan Correctional Facility has faced a long string of sexual assault scandals, and Governor Phil Murphy announced plans last year to shutter the facility, which is New Jersey's only women's prison. In 2021, New Jersey enacted a policy to allow prisoners to be housed according to their gender identity following a lawsuit brought forth by a trans inmate who lived in men's prison for 18 months in the American Civil Liberties Union of New Jersey. The policy was mandated to remain in effect for at least 1 year. There you go. Speranza told the paper that while the NJDOC continues to operate under the policy, the department is currently reviewing the policy for housing transgender incarcerated persons with the intention of implementing minor modifications. I think Demi Minor already had some modification, didn't have any modification. Now, how can we solve the problem? If we are to play this then why not build them a special one for transgender women and another one from transgender men? And we solve the problem. And the taxpayers will pay. Or we can make them being private. And if we make them private, the incentive would be to have as many clients as possible. So then the private prison lobby will be very active around the lawmakers and will provide some support, if you know what I mean, to make some laws a little bit stricter, especially in those communities, so it would be easier to incarcerate those groups in order to create clientele for their private prisons for transgender people. Is that what we're getting? Or are you going to continue with this? You're going to bring transgender women in, you know what I mean, like Demi Minor. You're going to go to the women's over there and going to have some babies with, you know, deliver some sperm everywhere? Or you're going to have some female, how should I put it, to be men, transgender men as a female, you know, and going to the men facilities. Then you're going to see a lot of loving there. How do we do it? The only thing is just, what are you going to do? How are you going to do? Are you going to put them together? Look what could happen, and it will happen again. It happened with that kid in, where was that? In, I can't remember the state. It was on the East Coast by Washington, D.C. When that guy, I think he was a minor, he identified as a girl in school. He was allowed to use the bathroom of a certain school. He went in, he raped, sodomized a girl, and then he was transferred from that school to another school, and then he did the same thing over there, and then the school got sued when the parents found out that this was hush-hush thing, and got sued, and the whole hullabaloo, you know, the shit hit the fan, and there you have it. Will this happen again? What are we going to do? How are we going to solve this thing? I mean, I'm not saying accidents don't happen, or people who have certain ideas, sometimes we all make mistakes. That's true. But what did you expect? I mean, how can we avoid in the future? Nevertheless, this is it. So that's the great news from free, loving, ahead of the curve America. Welcome. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.